everyone, it's Giovanni, editor-in-chief here at the Prep Weekly and president of the Journalism Club, and today I'm gonna be going over how to request a letter of recommendation. College admissions is coming up. A lot of early deadlines are November 1st, and the UC application will be open to submit starting November 1st and will end on November 30th. If you are struggling to ask for a letter of recommendation, or you don't know how to ask, you don't know who to ask, I'll be going over a couple quick tips and maybe some starters to hopefully get you a little bit more comfortable asking for those letters of rec if you haven't already. I always recommend asking the teacher in person in advance. As far as the teacher that you're gonna ask, you wanna ask teachers or members of staff that you have a good relationship with and they know you well. So you want a teacher who can write a lot about you and who knows a lot about you. Right off the bat, you're gonna ask your mentor, and you wanna ask about 2 more teachers that you have a good connection with. So you want about 3 people in total. The first thing you wanna do is ask this teacher in person. Or if you wanna ask through an email, I have a template right here. You're basically gonna write an email to your teacher. The subject is gonna be the letter of recommendation, and you're gonna ask, "Dear teacher's name, I hope all is well with you," or some type of salutation, some type of greeting before you ask. And you're gonna say, "I'm applying to college this upcoming year, and I'm wondering whether you'd feel comfortable writing a strong letter of recommendation." Of course, this is just an example, but you're gonna wanna ask something along these lines, asking for a letter of recommendation. So let's say you ask in person, and now you need to send a follow-up email. You can say, "Thank you for writing my letter of recommendation." Give a sentence or 2 explaining why you value a letter from them specifically. You also want to give the colleges you plan to use this letter for, and your intended major if you have one. And this is important. In this email, you want to provide a resume or activity list that your teacher can use for reference when writing the letter of recommendation. This is a tip to get good letters of rec, and really teachers are very busy. If they have something like a resume or an activity list that they can look at while they're writing their letter of recommendations, that'll make their life a lot easier. If you don't know how to make a resume, there are a lot of great resume making websites that I'll link down below. Here's a look at my resume, for example. This was just made in Google Docs, and you just make it a PDF. So it's really not that hard to make a resume. Once you send this email and let's say you talk to a teacher and they said, "Yes, I will write your letter of recommendation." Now it's time to request on Overgrad. So here I'm on my Overgrad. I believe this is the applications page. So as you can see, we have applications, award letters, recommendations, and essays. You're gonna wanna go over to recommendations, and here you have counselor recommendations, teacher evaluations, and other. Let's say I ask a teacher. I'm gonna go to add academic teacher evaluation. You're gonna go to add recommender, and you're gonna type in your teacher's email. Their first name and their last name, the subject that they teach. So you can choose whether this recommendation is for a specific college or for any college in general. For me, I'm going to choose general recommendation. Here you can attach a file, so you can also drop your resume in here. And you can also give any notes for the recommender. So notes can be like good grades, or I'm in student senate, anything of that nature to kind of help you get a better letter of recommendation. This is where the teacher is gonna officially submit the letter of recommendation, and this is gonna be the hub for all of your essays and letters of rec. You just go on Overgrad, go over here to recommendations, add academic teacher, and you add them here, then you submit the request. Get those letters of rec now. Start asking now, as soon as you can. I hope this video makes things a little bit easier.